only a reward for how you played in the regular season, but can be a springboard into next year as well. As we'll see the #9 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the #1 team in the land, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. So Texas offense will take the field first. Jesse, we don't get many of these types of runners anymore, it seems, but this offense is built around a guy who can carry the ball 30, 40 times if they need it.
And he is every defensive coordinator's nightmare because it's only a matter of time with this guy before he's going to break the long one. He has incredible vision, he can cut, and it's the game-breaking speed, David, that makes him truly unique.
Yeah, and he sets the tone, man. More guys are going to be committed to...
Breaks into the open. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns!
I think the days of running backs just running downhill are out the window. You better be able to do this. You see the playmakers slip. Backfield. Throw him the football. He'll handle the rest. Get in the end zone for the touchdown.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Texas. Coming out with it, it's Adams. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. So Alabama's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. Guys, it's been a long season. These two squads have had their fair share of battles, but today, David, they have a chance to end the season with a W.
Man, it's a little bit old school, right? With the bowl system, not as much to play for, but you get to put that uniform on again. And it should mean something. You had the bowl prep. You got to have some fun in a different city, Jesse. Now you get to go out and attack this game.
And it's another opportunity just to finish the season, right? To go out with a win. Both of these teams have taken this bowl game seriously. They've prepared. They feel like they're both ready to go. Winning this game is important to build momentum for next year, and also you want to send the seniors out with a goal.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air. It's Russell. Dances away. He'll pull it down and run. Early on the Jets. The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving.
Well, it's a great individual effort by him, but boy, oh boy, it came at a cost. He was able to go out and get some positive yards and make something happen for his offense, but did you see the hit he just took? I don't know if he can take too many more of those.
Wants to go up top on first down. The short hands, it's Williams. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss. The Crimson Tide needs to convert on 3rd and short. Caught in the backfield, it's Williams. Wide open spaces. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
Well, we know this guy is special. And because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it. And the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, no secret, this guy was a big part of their key to success. Already 2 catches on the opening drive, and they go back to him again. This time the defense is in better position, and they force the incompletion.
Wants to throw again. Makes the grab. It's Williams. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Motion from the wide receiver. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Throws into double coverage, and it's picked off.
QBs have to understand, when I'm throwing against zones, I got to manipulate guys with my eyes. I might have to look one direction to create an opening to throw that ball or zip that ball in. I got to use touch. It's really hard when all eyes are on me, and you can tell the quarterback was not ready and did not make a good throw.
To the air, it's Russell. They get to him as he throws. Bulldozes his way through. And he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Well, I give them a lot of credit for having guts. You normally don't see onside kicks until the very end of the game. Here we are in the first quarter, and they tried one, but it didn't work. So their defense now has to come out here and bail them out.
He'll start this drive firing. Finds his tight end. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. Guys, the levels of hype and impatience awaiting the arrival of Arch Manning pretty much unsustainable over the last couple of years. Meanwhile, Quinn Ewers was pretty doggone good. But Arch is pretty deserving of all of this attention, I'd say, Jesse.
He's very, very talented. That jumps off the film when you watch him. You can see why he was so highly regarded coming out of high school. You can see why Texas fans are so impatient to finally watch what he does this year. Now, it's one thing to do it against Louisiana Monroe. It's one thing to do it against UTSA and Mississippi State. Can he do it against the Georgias? Can he do it against the big boys in the SEC on a consistent basis? We can't wait to find out.
And that's where quarterbacks, they got to be very assertive. They got to believe what they see and really pull the trigger. But the longer they wait and they get off rhythm or off timing, a lot of times it ends up in incomplete passes.
Tackled at the 16-yard line. That's not enough for the first down. And we'll see if they go for it here.
Fourth and short. I already called my third down play knowing I was going for it on fourth down. So you better believe I got the play locked in.
Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
Nah, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You've seen the emphasis. Defenses are willing to give up yards now to make you kick field goals. I like this offense being aggressive. Forget the 3s. We need 6s.
Now it's second and goal. Draw play, quarterback keeps it. He never had a chance on the draw, tackled almost as soon as he got the ball. How many chances can you afford to waste in the red zone? They've already been stopped twice. Can they come? And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas!
Defense has to be better on the back end. They knew this offense was going to come out, and they were going to challenge them. They were going to try to push the ball vertically down the field. They've now given up 2 touchdown passes in this game. They've got to shore up their play in the back half.
So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. Fielded in the end zone, it's Adams. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Looking downfield, it's Russell. Got the quick pass. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain. Alabama quickly back to the line. Looking to throw on first down. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. So after the break, they'll go back to work. They just keep firing. And the timing just a hair off.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Throws to the wideout. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. Miller with the ball. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
He wants to go deep. Got it. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Showing the arm strength down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Well, this quarterback has really found a nice rhythm early. He's in firm control and command of everything that's happening. They've had 2 drives. They've scored 2 touchdowns. And here on their 3rd possession, he still wants to take shots. That one obviously falls incomplete. But if you're him, I would keep spinning the beam.
And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense.
Yeah, and I tell you, that takes some onions to go for it in your own territory like that. I mean, they're treating this like it's a video game. They don't even care. They don't worry about it.
Touchdown, Bama! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
Fair catch, called for and made. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Looking to throw, it's Manning. Got the back over the middle. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. Now on first down from the 43-yard line. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
This is a good sign for this defense. The rate they were going, not touching the quarterback, him already having 2 touchdown passes in the first half, this was not going to be a fun football game to watch. Now they're turning the tide a little bit, getting a little bit of pressure, getting a sack.
Showing the arm strength to the left. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just...
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. The give on the counter. Shows him the stiff arm. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard games just because of the body blow effect.
IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play. Clock running. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Cutting it on! He stopped at the 40, but it'll be a first down here late in the half.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
And the Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Manning. Rushes on him. Hit as he throws. On target to the left. Out of bounds at the 24-yard line after the huge pickup. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. To the air on first down. Throws toward the end zone. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Right down the boulevard. It's good. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Reese, thanks. You put these two programs together given the seasons they had, and we figured we might get a notable first half in this New Mexico Bowl. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true three-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball, he is a problem. And I don't think this defense has the solution. With that said, let's send it back to Reese and the guys for the conclusion of the New Mexico Bowl.
Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started.
Texas.
He'll bring it out. It's Adams. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. And they got it done in the first half, but the job now, follow up, close the deal, and bring home a bowl victory.
Finish. You hear teams say it all the time. That applies to them right now, David, here in the second half. It's a lot of really good things in that first half. Need some more big plays here to get this double.
And you've seen it with bowl games. Big swings, man. When the rust comes off after that first half and people get in a rhythm, you've seen big comebacks. So I know they're winning, but keep the foot on the gas. This first possession is crucial.
Got a man. It's Williams. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pre-firing. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around.
He's going for the big play. And it's incomplete, going for the massive, explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Looking to throw, it's Russell. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
That is a great response by this defense. You know you went into the half, you made some adjustments, talked about, listen, we're not down that much, we're very much in this game, but it starts with the first possession. And how about the first play, they get a sack.
Hauls it in, the first down and more. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's fourth down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. And another interception for the Crimson Tide. And Bama has a few ball hawks in this secondary. Might be putting old Hootie Ingram in the sights for his single-season interception record with 10.
Yeah, and it's hard to find DBs that are going to catch the ball consistently. When you get one, it's a nice day. But when you get two, it's a great day. You got a guy ball hawking the football, finding it, creating big plays for this defense.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Looking to fire. Makes the catch. It's Wingo. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
My old coach said, you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
They'll snap it from the gun on third down. Takes a shot as he lets it go. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Quarterback making checks. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. The throw to the outside is complete. Finds enough room to get it up to the 44 before he's knocked out of bounds. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
To the air, it's Manning. Trying to burn this defensive back. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Going the other way, and he's got room. The interception stopped the threat, and the return even better as he crosses midfield and gets it to the 49.
And this guy's just never been able to get into a rhythm all game long, whether it's been because of pressure or the defense disguising their coverages. It just doesn't seem right. And as a result, he's now thrown 3 picks in this game.
First play of the drive, wants to throw. Finds his man, it's Williams. Makes the grab almost to the 1st down marker, but a good pickup on that one. They'll go up top on 2nd and short. Grab near the sticks, it's Miller. The Tide will get the 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quick completion on the out route. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. Line getting set on 2nd down. The give to the back. Shoots his way for more. Knocked down at the 29 after a pickup of 4. As they get set to snap at time, winding down here in the quarter. Off the RPO, complete. Oh, look out on the right. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown time. Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the 2nd half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
Out of the end zone. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. They'll try the right side. We've reached a break, and Alabama has the lead. And we've reached the end of the 3rd, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Wants to throw. It's Manning. Takes the easy throw in the flat. Just what the doctor ordered to get away from the shadow of that goalpost and pick up a 1st down at the 23. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Sends it back in motion. Looking downfield on 1st down. He's got him in the flat. There he goes. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
They'll go to the ground. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
I think at this point of the game now in the 2nd half, down by as many points as they are, it's going to be really hard for the offense to sprinkle in the run. They tried it there. It didn't work. I think you got to be thinking about the passing game now and start trying to identify playmakers out on the perimeter of the field that can get you back in this game.
The Longhorns want to move quickly. gun, the inside kid. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And it's another tackle for loss for this defense. I'll tell you, they came into this game knowing they had to shut this guy down. He's one of the best in the nation, and they've given him the ball a bunch. He's just had nowhere to run, and I don't think anybody expected him to struggle.
And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. He'll be stopped short of the 40, right at the 41, and this interception has given them a great opportunity. First play of the drive comes from the 41. Defense looks as if it's coming. Smart move to keep it on the ground.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. Made the play on the pick, was hoping to make one on the return. He'll have to settle for letting the offense pay it off from the 26. Wide receiver going in motion. Dropping back, it's Manning. He's going up top here late in the game. And he throws yet another interception. Does he know which colored jerseys they're wearing? First snap of this drive will come from the 46. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
Got to give the defense credit, man. They've won the day, especially against the pass. They've gotten to the quarterback. They've hit him. They forced him to throw off his back foot on that one. They've had...
And here's a fumble way behind the line. A fortuitous turn of events to keep possession of that one.
Man, those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Alabama.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
This offense isn't calling the dogs off in this game. We're here late. They're still taking shots. And a big reason why is how good this quarterback has been all game long. 4 touchdown passes. He's reading the defense. He's playing in rhythm. He's throwing on time. He's been accurate. And late in the game, they're still letting him take shots.
On fourth down, going to the air. Gonna let it fly. Can't complete the long throw, and the defense gets off the field on fourth down. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. All wideouts, no backs. To the air, it's Manning. Here comes the heat. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Second down, they'll go to the air. Quickly complete. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll take a shot. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Wants to adjust the pattern. On fourth down, looking for the completion. And it's caught for the late touchdown. So how about this? Are set up for a finish.
And listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting you back in the ball game. Now we got a one-possession game. We got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now how do we get this stopped? Now the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. They'll go for two here and try to climb within a field goal late. Motion from the wideout. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. Just under 40 seconds to go, and it's going to come down to whether they can get this onside kick to have a shot. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Final seconds of the game. They can just take a knee and eliminate all of the drama.
And you're exhaling, too, at this point, because this was a hard-fought football game, David. It could have gone either way. At the end, it was this team that made the most plays, made the fewest mistakes, and they've earned this victory formation.
And by the way, there's nothing more frustrating in the world than playing defense when they take knees. Like, it's a helpless feeling. There's nothing you can do. You have so much rage inside. You just want to hit somebody so hard, and they're just taking a knee, and you just got to take the L.
Well, this defense was ready for go against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Looking for a man. It's Russell. He's got his man across the middle. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. The quick out. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. It came down to the final quarter. Clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get the close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David, you love this. You know that you have confidence in your guys to go out and be able to execute when it matters the most.
Correct, and you don't know until the games, right? You don't know when those moments present themselves. How are they going to handle it? Great job handling a close game, executing down the stretch like they needed to.
And with that, the season comes to a close for these two teams. Another bowl game is all wrapped up, and we are finished as well. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, thanking our entire crew and thanking you for being with us for another presentation of EA Sports. Glad to have you with us from Tampa. Raymond James Stadium as a couple of teams get set to square off in the Union Home Mortgage Gasparilla Bowl. There's nothing quite like wrapping up a regular season with a bowl victory. It just leaves a good taste in your mouth going into the offseason. As we'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the 8th-ranked team in the land, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Kickoff team on the field, ready to start this postseason classic. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. So Georgia's offense will get the first swing of the game. Guys, it's been a long season. These two squads have had their fair share of battles, but today, David, they have a chance to end the season with a W.
Man, it's a little bit old school, right? With the bowl system, not as much to play for, but you get to put that uniform on again. And it should mean something. You had the bowl prep. You got to have some fun in a different city, Jesse. Now you get to go out and attack this game.
And it's another opportunity just to finish the season, right? To go out with the win. Both of these teams have taken this bowl game seriously. They've prepared. They feel like they're both ready to go. Winning this game is important to build momentum for next year, and also you want to send the seniors out with a W.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Gets the back moving. Back to throw. It's Stockton. Bears the pressure. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. After the misfire, now on second down. Wants to go up top. He uncorks one deep. Oh, right through his hand. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one.
Hey, listen, the quarterback didn't get the completion on that throw, but that doesn't mean you can't try again. Trust in your playmakers outside to push the field and stretch it vertically and make a play for you. It won't surprise me to see this cute.
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Got some room to run. Touchdown, Tigers. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score.
Oof, and after that pick six, not the start this quarterback wanted. You're going to have to be really good about having a short-term memory and just turn the page. There's tons of football here to be played. You made a big mistake on that last throw. Don't let it beat you for the rest of this football game. We've got a lot of ball left to play. We've got to keep going.
Stopped at the 29, but found a little running room after coming out of the end zone. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. They'll get this drive started from the 29. Wants to go up top on first down. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Not the biggest return, but he sets him up inside the red zone at the 19.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision.
Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles. And those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play. And the
touchdown LSU! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Back to pass, it's Stockton. And he gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. The Dogs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. To the air on second down. Gonna take a shot. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day.
Nothing going right for this team early in the first quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a big job here. Like, offense put you in a bad spot. You haven't had some great moments, but this possession, we got to get a stop, got to stop the bleeding, and get the ball back to our offense.
Off play action. Oh, he wants it all. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. Bringing it back. A dangerous cover man and a dangerous return man after the pick as he gets it all the way to the 44-yard line.
Well, everything was going so well for this team early here in this game, and now all of a sudden they get a critical mistake. And you know how college football, David, is about momentum. What is their defense going to be able to do here now when they take the field?
You're right, man. The momentum swings so fast, and now this defense's job is to go out and stop them, right? Like, we made a mistake. You huddle the guys up, sudden change. Be aware they might take a shot down the field, but let's grab the momentum right back.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. Got room on the return. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Yeah, and linebackers have to do a really good job of playing the run, but you can see sitting back in cover two, understanding I got to get my zone, get my eyes on the QB, break on the football. Nice play by that linebacker. Nice pick.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Ready. Here we go. Ready. Looking for a man. It's Nussmeier. Right down the middle. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
I think this quarterback just has to be careful with his decision-making. Yes, he's one of the most talented guys in the country, but early in this game, we're now seeing him throw the ball into double coverage. He's very lucky that one wasn't picked off.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. Looking to fire. That's caught. It's Anderson. Powers through. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert.
Into the house. Touchdown, Tigers.
They are absolutely boat racing this team right now. We're not even at the second quarter yet, and this offense has been up and down the field. They've taken a huge lead early. Everything they're dialing up, David, is working.
Yeah, so I'm going to flip this to the other side. I'm going to need my offense to score some points, and in a hurry. Like, they got to figure it out, but they got to put a drive together, keep us off the field, score some points, and let us find some answers, because right now, defensively, we have none.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. looking to throw on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Frazier.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
Back to pass. It's Stockton. Swings it out to the flat. He'll be knocked out of bounds right at the 40-yard line. Good pickup there.
That's why this...
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Gonna run it. It's Frazier. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Georgia going up tempo.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Here's a heat. That's caught. It's Branch. They stop him at the 42, but they're on a roll with a pickup of 15 and a first down. Now, last year, there were long stretches in which the Georgia offense hardly looked like a well-oiled machine. Now the quarterback's transferred, new full-time starter in there. I think it's fair to say, David, that the Dogs need more from the quarter. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Well, that's the second pick in as many series now for this quarterback. But, David, I love the defense right now, the way they're reading and reacting to all these route concepts. I mean, they are all over these guys on the back end.
All over the field, making plays. Listen, you're supposed to see the quarterback break on the football. You've seen several breaks on the football. Your job is to know what the offense does really, really well. And you can tell this defense is dialed in, and they know exactly what this offense wants to accomplish.
Guys, LSU has the lead here, and they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. Now to see if they can answer this early blitz here in the second quarter. So first down here as they go back to work. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Got his man in the middle. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain. It makes life really easy on me on second down.
LSU getting set on first and 10. Trying play action. Pocket breaking down. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
And he was virtually unblockable on that play. You know, it reminds me of seeing the highlights of my partner here, David Pollock, a guy that doesn't like to talk about his own greatness, so I'll do it for him. David raised the bar in the standard for D-line play at the university.
Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45. Offense at an empty set. Back to throw, it's Stockton. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Nearly another interception. It'll be second down.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball.
And it's another interception as his assault on the record book continues. He'll try to take it back. No, he loses the ball after the
start to get that offense going and start having success, you've got to make sure when you get closer to the scoring range, take care of that football. If you don't, coach is going to go you on the sideline, you in the game.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Under fire. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Looking for more room. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Dogs! The defense does the work itself with a pick 6.
What an incredible individual effort by that big fella there. And Dave, you know, it's funny, I've been hearing more and more about how these D linemen are the best athletes on the field. What do you think?
I present to you Exhibit A. Look at the big fella. Not only does he make the catch, okay, so I can be a DB, I can be a wide receiver, I can catch it. I got the ball in my hands. Guess what else I am? I'm a running back. I take that thing all the way back to the house. Exhibit A, the best athletes on the football field.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. That last pick 6 after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do now.
Going deep. He's got it inside the 30. Oh, there were a few steps there. He was thinking touchdown, but they finally get him down after the big pickup of the 25. To throw, it's Nussmeier. Buying some time. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. They'll bring him down at the 15-yard line as he made some hay after picking off that pass. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. To the air on first down. Looking to scramble. Trying to escape and get it himself. Got it in the middle. It's Frazier. At the 35, he's got room. Just when they thought they had the big play, the penalty wipes it out. And here comes the offense on second down. They'll run play action. With the catch, it's Frazier. He goes out of bounds. They'll mark it right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum. They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to throw on first down. They're setting up the screen. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
Well, they pick up the first down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get the sack, and then they sneak the running back screen right in behind them and pick up the first.
Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Makes the catch. They will score. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
And, man, is that perfect timing. You can tell quarterback drops back. He sees his guy, and he knows he's open. But watch the throw. Deep down the field, Palmer, right in the bread basket. Nice play, nice pitch and catch.
He did a nice job of getting it up in the air early and allowing his guy to run under the football, locate it, and then make a tough grab. That is the definition of an explosive play.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Thomas. And now the hit knocks it loose. And the ball will bounce out of bounds on the fumble.
Man, that's one of those where you just go, dadgummit, if we had a little bit more space. Nice job creating the fumble, but just running out of real estate, not able to land on it. Man, you just get a little bit frustrated because you wanted that turnover. You caused the fumble. You just couldn't secure it.
Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. Scanning the field, it's Nussmeier. Makes the catch and steps out of bounds, but short of the first down mark.
The wide receivers have to understand what part of the field they're on. I got to make sure I have enough space when I run those out routes that when I break, I can catch the football, try to get upfield, get a few more yards. He runs out of space, but he got the catch. Got some positive yards.
LSU right back to the line. Looking downfield on first down. Now looking to throw back to the middle. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. It puts so much pressure on a defense when a quarterback can get out of the pocket like that and has a chance and is willing to take a chance to try to make a big play downfield.
And that's why defensive ends have to keep contained. You got to keep that rabbit in the cage, right? You can't let him outside the cage, let him start roaming, because now it opens up my defense.
And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49.
I'll tell you something, in college football, you're lucky if you get 2 interceptions in a season. This guy now has 2 interceptions. In the first half of this game, he's been reading the quarterback's eyes, and he has been everywhere, an absolute ball hawk.
Now the pitch. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds onto that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
And that can be frustrating to watch running backs not make plays like a receiver, but they're not a receiver. And a lot of times when they have the guys around them, the focus that receivers have it doesn't exist in them. And you could tell just dropped the football, lost a little bit of focus, but I think those footsteps were close enough where he heard them.
Fires downfield. It's caught. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much.
Unleashes one deep. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia!
Nice job putting the drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for 2, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Looking downfield, it's Nussmeier. He fires a bullet to the right. And he throws another interception.
Well, I love the job by the coaching staff there defensively, matching the personnel of the offense, putting their dime package out on the field. So you bring out the extra defensive back, you're anticipating a pass, perfect timing to run that personnel, and you get the pick.
One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Wants to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Run out of bounds just before he can get it into the end zone, and now they're set up 1st and goal. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Reese, talk about an edge of your seat type first half. This Gasparilla Bowl has lived up to expectations. And these two defenses have shown uncommon discipline through 2 quarters, especially the D-backs. They've kept to their assignments, covering those receivers like cheap suits. Certainly not the fashionable wardrobe OKC wears here in studio. Anyway, yes, the passing game. Be better. How's that for a breakdown? With that said, let's send it back to Reese and the guys for the conclusion of the Gasparilla Bowl.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. Go ahead and roll the dice to start this second half. They're lined up for an onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do.
I think that's a decision the head coach is going to look back on and wish he had done the other thing and just kick it way down the field. You've got a tie game. We've got so much football left to play here in the second half. Instead, because you don't get the onside kick, your opponent is now set up in really nice field position to go down, score, and take the lead.
Catch in the middle, it's sharp. Spins, he's loose. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws, just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot.
Touchdown LSU! And that one will put them up here in the second half. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving them up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They're down by a touchdown, but hoping to dial up some plays and pull even in what's turning out to be a really good football game. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Back to throw, it's Stockton. Using his legs to buy some time. Grab near the marker, it's Frazier. All the way out across the 45-yard line, marking out of bounds at the 46.
Man, it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
Give to the running back. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best.
Going over the top. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, the receiver was double covered on that play, and I don't know if the decision by the QB had to do with the pressure. Because he was hurried, he just had to get rid of that faster than he wanted to. He's lucky he didn't come away with an interception there.
The play-action fake. Catch in the middle, it's Frazier. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Trying to keep the drive alive. Will not get there. A fourth down stop.
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on fourth and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that fourth down play.
That's caught. It's Durham. Oh, it's loose. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Open space at the 25. Touchdown, Dogs! And they turn it into a defensive score.
And that's just the guy you want to find that football. The ball's loose. Who do you want to get it? One of your little fast guys. The defensive back picks it up and turns on the afterburners, takes it all the way back for the touchdown.
And they did make the extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the third. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw, it's Nussmeier. And he left that one short, tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire entire game, how can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. Touchdown Bulldogs. And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick six.
You've got to be so careful as a quarterback throwing over the middle of the field with this linebacker. He is so good in coverage, reading the quarterback's eyes. He'll make you pay. And he did right there with that pick six.
He'll bring it out. It's Thomas. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Starts a drive trying to go up top. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game because he has had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up.
Coming out of the tunnel in the 3rd quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the 3rd quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
Great place to start for this offense. On the ground, it's Frazier. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Georgia! Offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start. Oh, they blocked the extra point. He picks it up. Remember, he can take it back. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. He'll bring it out. It's Thomas. Makes a move. He is electric in the return game, and that one has the offense set up nicely. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. Quickly complete. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32. Think about when Garrett Nussmeier goes into the quarterback room at LSU and there are giant murals of Joe Burrow and Jaden Daniels. Heisman winners. Jesse, that's some pressure. But, man, if he can cut down on the turnovers, he might join them.
Yeah, there's no question about it, Reese. This guy has a lot of talent. I really also just appreciate the fact that he stayed put at LSU. In an era of college football where especially quarterbacks are transferring 2, 3, 4 times, naming off those guys you just did, it would have been so easy for Nussmeier to try to find another opportunity somewhere else.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. It's no surprise at all to find a Georgia defensive lineman wreaking havoc in the backfield.
Now, find those big, physical, aggressive dudes that can be physical enough to play the run in the SEC and then pin your ears back and go get quarterbacks.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Trying to take it back. The 20. Touchdown, Dogs! What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that. It is one thing to come up with the interception. No, don't stop there. Turn it into a score.
Make a big play and don't be content. That's right. Go out and make an even bigger play. And he does it. He makes the pick.